Hi everyone. So in this screencast, I'm going to show you some quick tips for organizing your Google Drive. So we're going to go over using the Google Classroom folder, creating shortcuts, adding color codes to folders, and a few other tips to help you keep your drive tidy and efficient. So the first thing we want to look at is actually our Google Classroom folder. So I'm at the Google Drive here. Make sure you're at this URL that you see in my bar up here. And then we're going to just open up this Classroom folder. So the Classroom folder is connected to your Google Classroom, and here you can actually see all of the Google Classrooms you're currently enrolled in. And when you go into one of these folders, example, you can then see all of the uh, Google Drive files that your teacher has assigned to you for your assignments. And you'll notice that there's a little arrow here. This little arrow indicates that this is actually a shortcut that will eventually lead back to your teacher's Google Classroom folder. That's where this file is actually stored. The Classroom organizes it so you can see all of your current assigned work, as long as it's a Google Drive file, like a doc, a presentation, or a Sheets file, and you can quickly access them from here. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you, just so you know, you don't always have to go into your Google Classroom to find the files or the work that's been assigned to you. You can also come into this Classroom folder on Google Drive. So let's come back out here for one more second. Another thing you can do with this is not all of these classrooms are current. Some of them you may only access once per week, once per month. So what you can do for some of these, instead of just having it only accessible here, you can do something like adding this a folder to your starred folders for your current classes that you have on a daily or bi-daily basis. So for example, I can right click, okay, organize, and then add to starred. Okay, so now on my left hand side here, coming back over to our main folder area, if I click on starred, okay, you'll see that folder that is part of my Google Classroom folder is directly accessible, and this might be a faster way for you to get to those folders that you use frequently. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can take a file that's been shared with you in Google Classroom by your teacher and add it to one of the folders that we've already created for our subjects. So you can see I already have those folders created. So what I'm going to do is open up a new tab, bookmark this to already end up in our classwork, and I'm going to find a resource down here. Okay, let's go with this one, and I'm going to open up that resource. It's a Google Slide deck. I'm going to open up that resource in Google Slides. All right, now up here in the top left corner, you're going to see a little icon, triangle with a little plus sign by it that says Add Shortcut to Drive. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to put it into the appropriate folder. Okay, so I'm going to click on the appropriate folder and click on Add. So now when I come back to my Google Drive and I open that folder, you'll see that this has a shortcut to that resource that was shared by my teacher. So this might be one way that you can organize the files that have been shared with you on Google Drive. So the next thing I want to show you is how to color code folders. So you can't color code files, but you can color code folders. So again, I'm going to go into my drive. Maybe I'll go back to Classroom. Okay, so earlier I showed you how to star. Okay, another way you can help quickly recognize the Classroom folders that you come to more frequently is by organize and then click on a folder color. Right, and so clicking on a bright yellow. So now this folder might jump out you more quickly if you come into the Classroom folder. So that's another tip or something you can use. And so these are just some quick things you can do to help further organize your drive. Up to you which of these that you'll use in the future. Hopefully, this has helped. And if you have found it helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with classmates who might need some Google Drive organization tips too.